The Trump administration has begun detailed planning for a new mission to send American troops and intelligence officers into Mexico to target drug cartels, according to 2 U.S. officials and 2 former senior U.S. officials familiar with the effort. The early stages of training for the potential mission, which would include ground operations inside Mexico, has already begun, the 2 current U.S. officials said. But a deployment to Mexico is not imminent, the 2 U.S. officials and one of the former U.S. officials said. Discussions about the scope of the mission are ongoing, and a final decision has not been made, the 2 current U.S. officials said. A U.S. mission using American forces to hit drug cartel targets inside Mexico would open a new front in President Donald Trump's military campaign against drug cartels in the Western Hemisphere. So far, the administration has focused on Venezuela and conducting strikes on alleged drug-carrying boats. The mission currently being planned for would be a break with past U.S. administrations, which have quietly deployed CIA, military and law enforcement teams to Mexico to support local police and army units fighting cartels but not to take direct action against them. If the mission is given the final green light, the administration plans to maintain secrecy around it and not publicize actions associated with it, as it has with recent bombings of suspected drug smuggling boats, the 2 current and 2 former U.S. officials said. Trump has said the strikes are sending a strong message to the cartels that they will face lethal punishment if they try to smuggle narcotics into the U.S. He's called drug trafficking by Mexican, Venezuelan, and other gangs a threat to national security, arguing that law enforcement methods, such as seizing narcotics at the U.S. border, at airports and at sea, and investigating cartel bosses and financing, have failed to solve the problem that claims the lives of tens of thousands of Americans every year. In Mexico, Sheinbaum already has allowed the CIA to expand surveillance flights, which began during the Biden administration, NBC News has reported. Under her leadership, Mexico has deployed 10,000 troops to the U.S. border, increased fentanyl seizures and extradited 55 senior cartel figures to the U.S.